Yo, what's up, y'all? One second, let me get the link. Let me see if it takes it. Oops, I put the wrong link out. There we go. Yo. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm gonna go over some charts. I want to go over some charts. What it do? Yeah, crazy move today. SMCI is going nuts. I don't think I covered it on YouTube, but I believe we put this on the trade ideas. I ended up swinging some of these. Let's see. My bad, all these charts. I was just putting the updates. AOI went crazy. Amazon. COP's trying to break out. CoreWeave went nuts. Home Depot triggered yesterday. Iron's going crazy. Monster, we banked on this today. But yeah, SMCI, man. This thing's gonna print tomorrow. Yeah, look, 25.2 for calls. I ended up actually getting it today. And this thing is going crazy after hours. Hopefully it holds. But yeah, we took those trade ideas. Congrats. The one I'm watching right now is QCOM actually. Let me move that. So QCOM actually, she triggered on yesterday and she's holding. So tomorrow, QCOM, if it can get above 176.30, I'm watching for calls. What's up, Big Mike? That's Big Mike. Let me know if you have any questions too. Oracle, this thing's finally breaking this little downtrend. So this is why we got an Oracle. Only red flag is, we're back at this small little supply here. All right, small little supply. So I'm hoping we can get that breakout tomorrow with continuation, right? And we create that little double bottom pattern. Then we got the neckline, and this is 120 to 128. So we can break 128. That's an $8 move. Price target would be back to 136. So if we can get this move tomorrow, or sometime later this week would be nice. What would it do? Yeah, let me know if you have any questions. Thoughts on CVS? I saw Demon call this out, man. Demon called this out today. So I wasn't able to get on live today. I've been taking care of my car. I got in an accident where somebody hit me, and I've been at the shop. Man, CVS looks good. CVS looks good. I think they're, yep. This is going for all-time highs. Yeah, this looks really good. Hopefully those contracts move. 111.3 would be your target. Yeah, I wasn't really at home today, so I couldn't really signal too much. That's why I only signaled those Oracle longer dated till the end of the day. Yeah, but CVS looks good. 111.3 is your target. If it breaks that, then 113.6. So she closed really strong today with some good volume, which is good. This is good. Yeah, this is the highest it's ever been. So she could be breaking new all-time highs this week if it gets that momentum. Yeah. So tips for those trade ideas. Usually, I look for the break and retest to enter, or I play the breakout. So for example, I got alerted here 25.17, 25.2 for calls, right? So it broke out here, good volume. I ended up getting on this candle. So once it kind of reclaimed, it's kind of like a break and retest. I got in on this candle, and I just held all day. I'm like, well, as long as we're above 25, that 25 psychological number, I'm going to hold this play. I did take some trims here at higher day. It was like 20% or something. So I just let the other half run into the end of the day. Then I kind of just reduced my position. And just let the runners run. And now this is what it's doing. For example, even like CoreWeave, right? We put plus 75 for calls. This one had gapped up Monday, so it's harder to take. But today, she actually got the retest and got that bounce and continuation. Oh yeah, we're playing zeros tomorrow. One thing about SPY I do want to note, we failed to go higher here, which is kind of, we're in a weird scenario here on SPY where you can't be too bullish and you can't be too bearish. So just those swings that we're going to be doing, if we're doing some swings, just keep them light because the market's all over the place. Day trading is where it's at right now. We've seen a lot of more success right now day trading than swing trading, unless it's obviously like longer term. But yeah, just keep that in mind for future reference when we're doing swing trades. Because look at this. You had a nasty candle. You felt the supply. Then today we gapped up, held this demand, and this was actually an A+ setup today. We came down into the demand, held, and we pushed. I think I got in calls here. I got in calls here before I left, and I took profit here. And it was just a slow grind up. Really didn't do nothing. And even today we tried to break yesterday's high here, right? And couldn't hold. And we tried it again. This is actually when we got in calls. We got in calls in the day. We did SPX somewhere around here. And then this candle, we took 25% profits around here. And then obviously we got stopped out at break even on the rest. And it just literally just chopped all day. So yeah, no follow through on some of these indices. But we could say SPY looks not bear flaggy, bull flaggy here, right? We could say it does look bull flaggy. All right, we have, we have our pull, and then we have a potential little flag setting up here for higher. Thoughts on Meta? Yeah, just be careful. The market, like I said, even this pump today, just pay attention to the volume. Very, very little volume. Very, very little volume today. So that's hence, the slow grind up today. Thoughts on Meta? I actually played Meta yesterday. I tried to signal this one, but it took off. I was watching Meta here. But thoughts on Meta? I mean, I believe this is good long term. Whether you like it or not, this is good long term for sure. We're very, very close to breaking this trend line. So once this trend line breaks, I believe this thing will squeeze pretty fast. I think it'll hit 1,000 probably by the end of the year. But right now, they do have earnings coming up, so just keep that in mind. If they dip, honestly, I would say that's a good buy. Even right now, I believe it's a good buy. But you want to buy low and sell high. So if we ever come down to like low 400s or low 500s, definitely want to start buying some more. Let's see, do we have a trend here? You can say this is the bottom of the nice little trend. So yeah, we do pull back to the mid 500s. You want to probably start buying, because all it's going to do is this setup is going to get tighter and tighter until it breaks out, and it's randomly going to happen one day. I did see a lot of gamma into 700, but if you're talking about Meta short term or long term, I actually have an alert already. Music. Short term, okay. Yeah, we could definitely day trade this. Meta, as long as this 630 holds, it looks good for longs. What I'm looking for is a break above 655 to get at least a move into this little gap fill at 665, and then potentially even 680. And now obviously potentially even 700. This thing can change pretty quick. But as long as 630 holds, this is bullish. If we get below 626, this thing becomes a short. Right, you have a major pivot right here. This white line. Right, so as long as 630 holds, you're good. If it gets below 626, this becomes a short. This is just structure here, pretty clean structure. And then you can even see we have small little structure here around that 650 level. Right, small little structure here. So if anything, if it gets above 650, 655 and holds, this looks good for longs. Yeah, it's music from my end. Is it too loud? Nokia. I don't play earnings. I don't like playing earnings. That's why I closed Tesla today. Okay, let me do that. Does that sound better? My bad. It's my first time streaming on here on YouTube. I got the new setup now, so definitely a lot faster than last time. I know last time it was super laggy. Nokia though, I mean, as long as this $10 level holds, this is I believe this is a buy. The $10 level is a big psychological level. Yeah, I gotta figure out the right amount. Now it's gone. Yeah, let's go ahead and scan the market. If y'all don't have any questions or you want me to look at some tickers, let me know. Man, AOI. I actually had calls in this yesterday, and I could have at break even. They didn't really do nothing. This thing ran today. Yeah. So one thing I'm gonna tell y'all, if you can survive these conditions right now, because let me tell y'all, we had that amazing rally back in May, and that was the easiest thing to trade, right? That's like, when the market's in the direction, it's the easiest thing to trade, right? I saw somebody in the chat talking mess. Hey, like this dude, he sized down, like yada yada. Yeah, you gotta know when to size down and when to put risk on, right? Day trading, you can put risk on. Swing trading right now is not the time to put risk, because the market's very back and forth. Yeah, I mean, it's some dude asked me, or some dude said something in the chat and talking about, and this dude sized down, he made his bag and he's chilling now. Like, no, like, you just gotta know when to size down. I have years of experience, so I know when it's time to put risk on the table and when to put risk off. So that's why you see me going from like $20,000 to $40,000 positions to $5,000 positions and under. Right, $1,000 a day. People don't realize. People don't realize this. $1,000 a day goes a long way. People don't realize that's 20,000 a month. 20,000 a month. Obviously, that's my minimal price daily goal for the day. So like, you can't be greedy. You can't be greedy in this market. So yeah, just no, I do have a hood charted. She went off today, I believe. Yeah, man. Yeah, I didn't get triggered on this. I was watching this above 102.6 and then above 104 for that gap fill. But let me see. Let's chart hood. Hood. I mean, honestly, these levels don't matter anymore. Hood is back at supply. So in my opinion, if hood can get over this 109 level, we should push higher back into the upper supply. But right now we're literally just retesting this little structure area, right? This little structure right here. So this literally could just be a break retest for lower. All right, obviously we're above that huge demand. I believe Robinhood's still at a good price. A 10K account, I would say even, $500 a day is pretty good. Very doable. Think about it. If you do $1,000 position and you hit 20-30%, I would do $1,000 per trade on that max. Bigger accounts, I play with nothing more than 5% of my account. I'm usually risking 1 to 3%. But if you have a 10K account, you want to be a little bit more aggressive, you can do 1,000. Less aggressive, you can do 500. You gotta think about it. $400 a day adds up. $400 a day is $100,000 a year. And people don't realize that. They think $400 is not a lot. But yeah, that's my levels on hood. As long as we're below this 109 level, basically 110. If we can get above 110, this thing should push back into the 120s. And then keep in mind, we do have FOMC next week, so the market could be slowing down a tad bit for max position. I mean, it's a little bit tough for 1K account. You would have to play aggressive with that. You have to do no more than like 200, 250. That's a quarter of your account. I wouldn't even focus on swing trading with the 1K account. I'd be focused on day trades and building that capital. Any other charts you guys want me to go over? Let's go scan the market. So let's see what was strong today. A little trick here, y'all. When y'all have a watch list, just scroll to the top, go to change percentage, and see what was the strongest names today. A little trick, y'all. NBIS had that good news with NVIDIA. She's trying to reclaim this level here. Lyft looks good. I mean, Lyft is a good long term for sure. BE is finally trying to break out here. Very little volume. Netflix is a good long term. I'm actually about to buy some more shares. Yeah, I'll go over POTR. POTR has been a headache, but we were green yesterday. I reduced my position a little bit, but just inside days, right? Just inside days. We just got to get over this 136. This 136 is very, very stubborn. We clear this 136, y'all. Y'all don't realize the potential this has. All right, we just been stuck in this range. We've been stuck in this range, 132 to 135 basically. And today, I mean, she didn't really do nothing, right? Low volume red day, which is good if we have calls. So tomorrow, I mean, if we can get above 135 tomorrow, I think tomorrow might be the day. Obviously, we want to see that 136 breaking hold. You have this is that inverse head and shoulders pattern. I mean, last time she did this to us, we were in a position for like weeks, and then she finally took off, right? That's why I like buying time. But obviously, I think our contract expired this week because we got in here and we chopped, went green. Actually, no, I think when did we get in? Yeah, here. So we've been 2 days, 3 days. Today was the third day. We didn't close below 132. If we closed below 132, I would have cut this today. But yeah, one of the stronger names in the market since last week. Market had a red day. I mean red week. Right? You go to the market. You look at SPY. Let me delete all this. You look at SPY. SPY was red. You look at POTR. This thing was green. So that's relative strength. That's why I like it. This week, I mean, so far it's just been choppy. Very, very choppy on this. I hope that answers your question. That's why I'm giving it one more day. If we break below tomorrow, I'll probably just cut it. We get above 135, I'll look to open up further out, probably contracts. Please, oh, Netflix. Netflix is back at this major demand. Netflix is back at this major demand. This is a good buy. You definitely want to buy, and I would say every $10 it drops, you want a DCA. I mean, I think it could probably see mid 50s, low 50s if this breaks. But definitely a good long-term investment to have, right? We have a gap down here too at $50. So if we ever get down here, best believe I'm gonna load the boat. Right? It takes time. Long-term doesn't happen in a heartbeat. I mean, AMD, like, we bought leaps on AMD here, right? We bought leaps in AMD over here at $100, right? We went from green to red to break even to now, our leaps are over 1,000% return. I use a 5-minute for day trading. Right, so we bought AMD at $100, and it's almost 6x since our entry. People don't realize patience. Right, another good long term is SMR. This name is really, really good for nuclear energy, right? basically back at this major demand. You got bullish divergence. This is a good, definitely a good long term, and it's cheap. All right, if you can risk $400 day trading, why not buy a leap that's $400 2 years out? So if you're not in this, I'm currently down on these. I have $10 calls for 2028. Right, it's not financial advice, but it's my best take on it, my educational wise. Right, it takes so much time. Even bull, bull, is finally breaking out after being in leaps for so long. Leaps are starting to turn green here. So bull just, this thing just broke out a major level. Major level. So we should see probably 9. Hopefully we see that $10. Looks really good. But yeah, let's go over some, let's scan the market real quick, y'all. Let's see what we see. Do we see anything for tomorrow? Yeah, Oklo. I might actually add to Oklo tomorrow. This thing has been getting beat down since our entry, but definitely gonna look to buy some more. Especially if we can reclaim this. We filled this gap already, so if we buy 3 contracts, we take trades on 2. It depends how much I'm up. If I'm up 100%, I'm selling half because now the other half becomes risk free, or 3/4. If I'm up like 20% and I want to hold longer, then I just move it to break even. But yeah, Oklo looks really good tomorrow. We definitely want to watch Oklo. Any kind of pullback here on Oklo until like 44, 45. We should get a squeeze on this. This thing has gotten beat now. I'll probably open a new position and add a little bit to those September. But definitely going to buy more leaps. Definitely want to buy more leaps. Even PayPal. This thing. Y'all remember when I signaled this thing, man, last week? Jesus Christ, man. It's like we're always a day too early. I'm glad I caught SMCI today, but man, PayPal was crazy. And I've been PayPal leaps for a hot minute. So hopefully she starts to pump back up. I hate to stop. Let's see. Yeah, QCOM is a top watch tomorrow. The market remains strong. Another thing, divergence here. Divergence here on Qs, right? We had rising volume on Qs, which tech can get a push. Best advice for beginners. Just take it slow. Don't focus on the money. Focus on the strategy. Don't focus on how much you're making. Focus on your percentages, right? Because, what opened my eyes was sizing up, right? Because I was like, man, I'm trading $500 on this, and I'm making 20%. I'm making $100 really, really easy, right? 20% is not the hardest thing to do. And it's very doable, very, very realistic. So I told myself, I'm like, man, I just need to start sizing up. So, little by little, once I built my confidence, I sized up. I started sizing up to $5,000 positions, right? I'm like 20% of 5,000 is $1,000, right? I can do that day trading, pretty simple, right? So I'm like, in those cases, I started sizing up and taking those day trades, and then building those cushions. Right, $1,000 a day is $20,000 a month. So, just take it slow. Don't rush things. Market's always going to be there, and if you get FOMO, it happens. We all get FOMO, and there will always be more opportunities ahead. So lift, lift, man, this is an ugly chart. This is back at this huge level here, $15. So, one day this thing will explode. We could say this is a break retest here as well. Yeah, this looks good. This is an easy buy, y'all. I hope y'all are buying iron. We got on leaps. What? We got on leaps somewhere here. And I bought more here. So I'm saying, like, sometimes you'll deal with, you're never going to catch the bottom. Sometimes, luckily, you know, last year we actually did catch the bottom. We caught the bottom on a few leaps. We caught the bottom on hood. We bought leaps here. $30. Those contracts did nasty. No, I usually signal them in the Discord. Just today I was out a lot, so once I got triggered on SMCI, you know, I just took that from my phone. I was at the shop and I saw this get triggered, so I just took it. It was on the trade ideas too. That's why I like to drop trade ideas. That way, you know, if I'm not here or something happens, you know, because I have a lot going on right now with my therapy and the accident and stuff. You know, that way you guys can take it on your own. For leaps, I like to go close to the money. I like to go close to the money, but usually, yeah, usually the price targets those all-time highs. Like I believe when we bought AMD, they were very expensive. We bought in at $100, so I did. I think we ended up doing like 180 calls or something, or 160, because this was like a good level. And then obviously once it broke out, this thing just been going crazy. You chart monthly down to 4 hour. It just depends. Like long term, I'm always starting at the higher time frames, and then I go down. That's why you see like different size boxes, right? Because I know the bigger boxes are like bigger levels, and usually those are the bigger time frame levels. But usually when I go down to like the weekly and the box is too big, I just readjust it. Like for example, if this box here was like this big, I would just readjust it to like something that makes a little bit more sense, you know. And same thing with daily. But I would say Oracle's ripping. No, it's not. This thing's up like 40 cents, y'all. It's not even above the high day. Don't tell me that. I thought this thing was thought it had some news or something. It was up like 10%. I was gonna go crazy. But yeah, I mean, even Oracle, like I said, you know, I know this is a big box, right? I mean, look at this. This is a monthly level on Oracle. Can we break down? Absolutely, we could break down, right? Absolutely. Do I like this level? The risk reward? Yes, I do. I mean, y'all see every time what happens here, right? We rip. What's gonna happen next? Possibly rip, right? I don't know if it's gonna happen or not, but I know this level has historical data, and that's what we play off of. So, you know, I'm gonna take my chances. Nah, bro, it's all good. If we get a rip, we need like a $5 rip or something. My price target on Oracle is nothing crazy. My price target is 135. Right, this little level here. So, fun fact, right? Like I said, nothing's guaranteed, but look at the historical data on Oracle, right? This is my RSI. Every time we come down below this green line on the RSI, right? If we go here, this is when it was low. We go up to the chart, what happened? We ripped. Again, went under the green line. Went under the green line. We ripped. Yes, it took a little bit longer, but we ended up ripping. Again, we got down below Not even here. We can do this over here. It got down below the green line here. First time. Here. Ripped. Got below it again. Ripped. Got below it again. Ripped. Got below it again. Ripped. So, I'm just playing data, right? If it doesn't work out, I'm not going to be mad, right? Because I'm playing historical data. Historical data is telling me this, the probabilities are high, so I'm going to take my chances, right? That's all trading is about. High probability, risk reward, things like that, right? So, I mean, now it's kind of just ripping a little bit. But like I said, Oracle, if we can get above this 128, basically 128 tomorrow, and just like hold here, I mean, this thing should rip it. My price target is at least 133. Obviously 130 first, and then 133, and then ultimate price target being 135. I did see a lot of flow. On this, so I'm thinking something might happen with them. I don't know if it's gonna happen this week. It might happen next week. That's why I signal those August contracts as well, because if we print off the next week contracts, we can hold those August contracts a little bit longer as our runners and things like that, if that makes sense, right? Because the risk reward here is to the upside, right? Obviously, if we break 120, then yes, we can play downside. But as of now, yes, you're correct. As of now, we're breaking this downtrend. Right, we can say we're breaking this downtrend today, right? First time it ever broke out. Is there a red flag? Yes, there is. We're at this little supply. Is the risk reward worth it? Indeed it is. Because what happens if we get above this level and then we just squeeze into the 150s? Y'all saw what happened with Oracle last time? We were in that play for weeks, right? Weeks, and we were down too. It's the same way we were down this time, right? We got in Oracle. Last time we played Oracle was here. Yeah, we got in here. Somewhere around here. We dealt with a little bit of green, drawdown, break even, and all of a sudden it just 1, 2, 3. Y'all saw how fast this thing, momentum changes, right? From down here to up here, this thing ripped about 30%, 33%. If it was to do it again, let's just say 30% from here, that would put us back at 155. Right? Obviously, we have some levels to get through. We don't want to assume. We need to get through this structure. We can reclaim the structure. Then we can start talking, is this a inverse head and shoulder setting up to go higher? Right? Who knows? But that's why we have a little bit further out. We have leaps. But we'll see what happens tomorrow. It's been chopping at the demand, monthly demand at its finest. So there's 9 days left in this month. Things could change pretty quick. And hopefully, it goes well for us. Right? Let's see. Any questions, y'all? I'm over here trying to chart. Anyway, this thing might keep ripping. A flagging chart pattern? You could do it on all time frames, honestly. Like, for example, this nice little falling wedge thing broke out and went crazy. This is the only trade idea that didn't really, well, you could just scalp it for sure, but she's trying to break out. This is definitely on watch. We can get above that level. Both does the same thing. If you look at this breakout, they usually try to fake people out and then they rip it, right? They try to fake people here, it broke out. They fake people out, now they're ripping it. Market makers tend to do that a lot. Wow, this stock there hasn't really pushed that much. Oh wow, yeah, this is a good watch tomorrow. If the market's strong, I like this. We can get an aim at above 570, 250. I'm gonna watch this. All right, we can reclaim this structure here. We can reclaim this structure, break this trend. We should get a nice push back into at least this next structure here. All right, somewhere around this little area. We teach that in the mentorship, brother. I do have videos too. I have videos from the previous mentorship. It teaches you everything, literally A through Z, how to chart, how I set up my trading view, strategies I like to use, how risk management. It literally has everything. You know, it has like I think over 40 hours of videos. So it's definitely worth it. And I'm not even saying that just because of mine, but it's definitely worth it. Let's see this. Nah, nothing there. This thing already played out. Got the gap fill. Arm. This is definitely something we need to watch tomorrow. This thing ripped nasty today. Yeah, if Arm can break out tomorrow and break this trend line, this thing, you know, market might be in for a squeeze. And we just saw Q's actually had some strength today. So the only thing that didn't have strength was SPY. AVGO looks good too. Yeah, we can break. AVGO's on watch tomorrow, above 390.6. The day we break this trend line, this thing will go boom boom. Baba's almost ready too. Baba breaks out pretty soon. She gets above 125. I think the squeeze will start, even though it's already been squeezing. But I don't think China's over with. BE's on watch as well. Just broke this falling wedge. Above 230. BE above 230 looks really good. We should see at least 250. 250 would be a nice price target here. This little structure. So above 230, 250 can come pretty fast on BE. BP, oh, this thing's breaking out too. Chewy, I sent this to the Discord yesterday. Didn't trigger today. Had it inside there. Still on watch tomorrow. If we get above 22, should see a move. At least a 70 cent to $1 move back into that 23 area. Now, if Chewy can break this downtrend, this is an A+ setup. A+. Obviously, I hate trading this company, but you have this long-term downtrend. If you can break this trend line, not only are you breaking this trend line, you need to hold. And this is where you get the squeezes, right? You're reclaiming the structure, you're breaking the inverse head and shoulders, and you're also breaking a long-term downtrend. So this is where those big moves happen. Cypher went crazy today. CRM is still on watch. My bad, now I'm scrolling pretty quick. I know how to recognize these candlestick patterns when I see one. EQT looks good too. Back at this major demand too. Yeah, this is on watch. EQT. Oh, FCX. This looks really good. Oh, they have earnings. Never mind. GDX might be time too. This is gold. Remember I talked about this last week? It's a good risk reward down here. Really, really good risk reward. Yeah, gold. This thing might be. I thought about swinging gold today again, but I just took profits at open. This thing looks juicy. Any kind of pullback on gold is going to be a buy. This is Intel. Oh, they have earnings this week. I was like, this looks good too. Man, I hate when they. Oh, IonQ. This one actually triggered yesterday. She looks good. IonQ above 36. IonQ above 36 is good. J&J looks good too. questions, y'all. I'm scanning the market. Oh wow, MU looks splendid. QBTS looks good too. Play this tomorrow above 18. We just gotta break this uptrend. I mean downtrend. QUBT. Oh wow, this thing's about to squeeze. Marcat. Yeah, last time she broke out, she went crazy. $200 a day on SNDK. This thing's squeezing more after hours. XOM. What's up, Justice? But yeah, do you have any questions? I'm about to get ready to chill for a bit before I do my mentorship. If not, then I'm gonna call it here, y'all. I'm gonna drop those trade ideas in the chat today, and then we'll be ready for tomorrow. So I'll see y'all tomorrow. Have a good day. Peace.